Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Kev. Welcome to Formula Truck 2013, another title by Reiza Studios, who have also done GameStop Car Extreme, which you may have seen on this channel already. But this game is very different from GameStop Car Extreme, and it only features one type of vehicle. These magnificent trucks, which are raced in the Brazilian Formula Truck series. They weigh around 4,800 kilograms, have around 1,200 brake horsepower, apart from the Ford version, which has a measly 900 horsepower and is a lightweight at around 4,000 kilograms. But they are a very different experience than any other vehicle I've driven in sim racing. As we're going to test them out on the Rio Oval, the old Emerson Fittipaldi Speedway, which used to hold races for the old kart series in America from 1996 till 2000. But as you can see, we're against 100% AI strength, 2% AI aggression, 2% damage multiplier. We're going to skip qualifying and start right at the back for this rolled in start on this oval for 10 laps, and we start against 25 AI opponents in 26th. And I'm going to describe this oval for the first lap, then I'm going to talk about the series this game is based on, then talk about my first impressions of this game. As we're trying to go down the inside of the AI, break around 150 meters before turn one. Has, yes, we turn left all the time around here. As we get it down the 5th gear, bump into the AI as well, so we don't understeer wide, and now we try and get a good acceleration from it. And you will see that in this race that occasionally AI do bump into me and bump into walls on occasion. I thought I set the aggression well, but it doesn't seem like I have, so maybe we've got to adjust that for next time. But into that second corner, normally take that flat out, but we had to, be very cautious on this first lap. But just go down the back straight and head towards the third corner, where normally we take a slight lift and get hard on the power and really test that outside wall if we're going to hit it or not. But as you can see, very cautious on this first lap, and into the last corner as well, trying to dive down the inside of the AI here as we break around 120 meters before then, and the next side of the AI has got back past us that through the middle of the corner. But we got great acceleration here, keeps it nice and straight, not squirrely. You like that AI to our right there? Yeah, there he is, as we make it 3 wide across the line. We made about 4 places in the first 2 corners, 4 places in the last 2 corners there. So if we keep doing that for the rest of the race, we might just win this thing. But I'm just aiming for a top 10 finish, as this truck series in Brazil, the Formula Truck series, was established in 1996 to have in its 20th season this year. But this game is based on the 2013 season, which saw Beto Monteiro win the championship from Leandro Totti. I apologise, I said those names wrong. And he also won the South American Championship, because 4 of the 10 rounds of this championship is featured as the South American Championship, and Moreno or Monteiro, sorry, also won that championship from Totti. So, you got quite a wide variety of drivers and teams in this championship, and you get all of them in this game, as well as all the different makes, such as Ford, such as Volkswagen or MAN, and such as Iveco. I apologise, I said that wrong. I'm not much of a truck person, but yeah, he's got all the drivers and teams from that year. And a couple of the drivers I do recognise, such as Alex Caffey, a F1 driver from the late 80s and 90s, drove for Arrow, Stellar or Excella, and Felipe Giafoni as well, who drove an IndyCar from 2001 to 2006, and is a 3-time champion in this series. But most of the teams and drivers I don't recognise at all. And the only thing I knew about truck racing before this game was that Steve Parrish, the old BBC MotoGP commentator, I believe he helps out with BT Sport occasionally as well with their MotoGP coverage. He was a British truck champion in the 90s. He won it loads of times. I think he won the European Championship as well. So that's the only thing I knew about truck racing before trying this game. But it's such a different experience driving these trucks. As I say, it's so different to anything else I've driven in sim racing before then as well. That's a bit of a dive into that last corner, as yeah, you got the higher POV that we sit in, of course, because it's just the front cab of a normal truck hauler, and so it's a very different view that you were racing with, as we're making it 3 wide once again. And with that, you can see a bit more of the truck, and yeah, it's just a different view to go from. It's been elevated up, and that takes a bit of adjusting to do, especially when you're braking. You think of braking early, no, you're braking way later than you expect. And so yeah, there's something to get used to. As I said, these beasts weigh a lot, and so you've got lots of weight transfer in the braking zones. Got to be careful of that, to not understeer wide during the corners because of that, and make sure you're braking early enough. That's the most important things I found when trying these trucks around the Buenos Aires track and the Spielberg tracks, which was added to this game when it came to Steam at the end of January, a week before Games.Kart Stream, and it became version 1.15 as well. And there's more updates to come for this game, I believe, going forward. But yeah, driving this truck around the road courses, that's what I found most difficult, making sure I got the braking zones on, making sure it came out the corners smoothly as well. As I said, these have got fantastic power, fantastic torque, so it's easy to spin the wheels up and get drifty a bit out of the corners, and that's what I found around Spielberg, especially around the last two corners. I was kind of drifting a bit, trying to control this truck around it if I got a bit too excited with the power. So yeah, it's just a very different experience to drive, very difficult to drive as well, and the gearing's a bit weird in these trucks as well. You don't use first gear at all. I believe it's just useless in real life, so you don't use that. Second gear is just to help you get out of the pits, so you're driving from third gear to sixth gear mostly. On this oval it's from fifth to sixth gear, and around a track like Austria, it kind of makes Austria a kind of, these trucks are fast down the straights but incredibly slow around the corners, when normally that's quite a high speed track for it, like the Formula cars. For example, in Games.Kart Stream, that Spielberg track. So yeah, it's great fun. These trucks, I've still got lots of learning to do, get good at these, but yeah, it's just great fun. The sounds are good, the graphics are good, the usual Reiza job. But I'm going to let you enjoy the second half of this race with the TV view, let you enjoy these trucks racing against each other. But I will be back with probably a Games.Kart Stream video, so thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.